Hello everybody. In this video we're going to be looking at line, which is a subclass of the shape class. So line is a straight line which has a starting position x and y coordinates and ending position x and y coordinates. In this example we have two lines which are put onto a pane, and then we put this pane onto a scene. And then we have property binding. I'm going to explain property binding shortly. This is the result of our program. We have two green lines and their stroke, the width of the line is 5 pixels and their color is green. And when we resize the window, we can see that the lines also adjust. Yeah, they always go from corner to corner, two lines. How does this work? Well, we are using the feature in JavaFX called property binding. We bind the x and y coordinates of starting and ending positions in some certain way. If we look carefully, we can see that the x and y coordinates of the starting point of the first line do not change. They're always 10 by 10 pixels. The only coordinates that change is the endings x and y coordinates. The x position of the endpoint is always 10 less than the width. We can check it by resizing, you see. The wider it goes, the x position of the line's endpoint also follows that. The y position of the ending point of this line also is 10 pixels less than the height. When I resize the height, I can see that endpoint's y position also adjusts. So this is achieved by writing these two lines of code. We bind the x and y properties of the ending point to the width and height when we just subtract 10. Using the same logic, you can think of how this line is written. Now let's make a simple example. We're gonna make a line straight in the middle, a red line, and when we resize the window, it's also gonna stay in the middle. How to achieve this? First, let's copy this code. So I copied the code from above, and let's assume that this window is our window. Yeah, this part is going to be the starting position. When I resize the window, the starting position's y coordinate never changes. It's always 10 pixels. The only coordinate that changes is the x coordinate. It's the half of the width of the window. So the start x property is going to be depending on the width of the window, and we need to divide it by 2. The same goes with the x property of the ending point, because they kind of like move in the same way. So we need to just duplicate this line and then end x property. Right here, end x property. So it depends on the width property divided by 2. When it comes to the y property of the endpoint, it's always 10 less than the height. It means we keep this line the same. Then we make the stroke 10 pixels, and let's change the color to red and add the line to our pane. Let's run it. Alright, so this is the result of our program. When we resize the window, we can see that the red line is always in the middle. And it's achieved by making writing these 3 lines of code. Alright, thank you guys for your attention. See you guys in the next one.